I'm gonna put this sanctuary right here, and that does not take anything away from what's being said right here. It's being used literally just to have it there while we talk about something serious. So one thing you, the listener, have to realize is this. There's a lot of clarity being presented as to what is genuine spirituality and what isn't. We see what is stagnant. We see what is being used to capitalize off of entities, off of human emotions, quote unquote, human emotions. Who's the ones that have been capitalizing for years off of quote unquote human emotions, keeping it stagnant and creating these false businesses that keep you stuck? Tarot cards, business keeping you stuck. Ouija board being used to torment souls that you conjure up, and then you act surprised when they want to fucking attack you because you're not really helping them. You're just bringing them back and playing the game that the energetic parasites that killed them presented to you visually in movies, etc. Oh, Clyde broke all of that down on the profile, but funny enough, due to you being a fresh soul that does not have remembrance, you have not tapped into genuine scrolls / SD cards that were left on this earth for you to read and then remember that you are supposed to regulate and improve this realm as you become your powerful God creator self. See, because when you are a God, you literally can't fake that. It's in your behavior. It's in how you move. That's not something that is faked. And so you have energetic parasites that have placed toxic books after destroying those scrolls / SD cards, so that you can take a toxic thought pattern and become stagnant, become ineffective, so that you can just see all the energetic parasites creating all these man-made diseases, creating all the death and destruction you can observably see. So this is not made up. This is reality. And so we're not faking spirituality anymore. That's why this video has been made, so that you can get onto the profile and find the videos that Clarice is talking about specifically. Firstly, click on the one with XXX Tentacion. You're going to find that one especially. So find that one that's going to say part 3. Check that out. After you do that, find the one with the tarot cards. And if it resonates, share it. That's all Clyde's going to say. Clyde dedicated time to bring this to the youth, to make them aware. Clyde's lovelies. So if the lovelies and the new lovelies that find this feel as though they want to share this with other lovelies, do so. And we're not going to allow these clowns to just destroy this realm any further. See, that's the difference between those that fake being spiritual and practice idiotic things that their idiotic grandmothers forced onto them or put onto them that was not genuinely positive. If you can't recognize that, for example, when one initially manifested here, one was oblivious. Due to not having those scrolls / SD cards that naturally trigger your remembrance as to what you are and your responsibility within this realm, because you're either ascending or descending. You can choose to descend if you want to, but that's going to lead you towards an unfortunate path that you can observe. You can literally look at all the past entities that existed here and do nothing with their existence. And when you descend, that means that your energy is taken from you. Your conscious power is taken from you. Your soul's energy is taken from you, so that when you remanifest, you're not going to remanifest as a higher force. You're going to remanifest in a lower force. That's why in reincarnation, for example, they say, oh, if you do something evil, blah, 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 you'll manifest as something lower in consciousness. Even though Buddhism does not come from India initially, it comes from somewhere else, but we're not going to dive into that conversation. Clyde has the facts, but we're just not going to dive into that conversation right now. When you accumulate genuinely positive frequencies and you leave this physical body, you ascend and take the form of a higher entity, a higher life form, because you've been accumulating that energy. Just like you have a certain amount of consciousness and you came down here and you manifest in this realm, it's just like that. That's literal reality. And if you as though that's not reality, then you got to ask certain idiots, when you have a nightmare and it's because of those toxic thought patterns, you force your body, your brief body, to wake up. Now keep in mind that when you leave this body, the body becomes flat. When you have no more pulse, when your heart doesn't beat anymore, what happens? The pulse becomes flat. Flatness is death. And so your consciousness is what powers this brief suit that you're supposed to use in whichever subgroup you manifested in. Doesn't matter which one. You cannot be manipulated by energetic parasites that over the last 3,000 years went to every civilization and destroyed the scrolls/SD cards, and placed poisonous thought patterns to trap you.
You observably see where those religious books have taken every civilization it's been thrown to, and it is not genuinely positive. So see reality.
Pretty much in a bottle. Think of yourself as a genie in a bottle. If you subscribe to those toxic thought patterns, you will not see what's happening in the realm around you, and you will not fight those energetic parasites that are literally destroying everything that is natural within this realm. They will throw toxic ideologies onto you so that you can distract yourself and pretty much just self-destruct, as opposed to being a genuine creator. Like, there's literally nothing else to say pertaining to that. So when it comes to Ascension, because I'm not going to dive into this right now, when you can go to the other videos Cloudy's talking about. Cloudy's making this because they blocked those respective ads when Cloudy was getting passionate. And so one has to speak in this way without getting too passionate. It's your choice if you want to ascend and become your more powerful self.
So when Cloudy genuinely gets passionate about this, you got to question, why is Cloudy this passionate about this? Who has Cloudy lost to such destructive thought patterns in the past? Who has Cloudy lost in terms of brothers who've walked certain paths and lost themselves, lost their potential, died without becoming their higher selves, and now are suffering in a different existence? Huh? Because Cloudy's looking to prevent that from happening to these incoming lovelies. You gotta peep, you gotta observe, you gotta see.
So let's sort of discuss further what's going on certain biased platforms that literally have souls listening in on these videos, and anything that makes you more aware and makes you say, oh snap, there might be something onto this. They're trying to prevent that because they're trying to keep you unconscious. This is all said through hours of research. And so one does this out of one's heart because one knows naturally this is the right thing to do. There's no evil intent behind this. One's not looking to capitalize. One is literally right here in one's soul. One knows that whoever you are listening to this, if you do not take the right steps, you will end up losing the potential you have to naturally ascend. Because at the end of your existence here, you have to either ascend or you will descend, and you will be preyed upon by those energetic parasites, and one is looking to save said souls. This is not no random gibberish. This is said with information, especially gained through credible sources. And we have a lot to talk about. This is why Cloudy read.